Shalom. I'm gonna give a praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Shema, Shah, Bashima, Kadash. The one said that I was an apostle, bringing also on the truth, and peace, blessing, and salutations to the hopeful elect. And yeah, it says that you share his vision of Revelation 6 and 14. My type of topic. Wow, see, I didn't even know that was on. Making the blue color since I did Blab House. Play.
Good evening, TikTok family. My name is Gail, and I just want to share with you a
TikTok family. You consider the dream and just open the Bible up first.
dream that the
Go
Lord
ahead,
has
yeah.
given me.
Speak.
And this is my first time posting to TikTok, so just bear with me. So I had a dream that I was shopping, and it was just a normal, nice, bright, sunny day. And I came out the store, and as I came out the store, people all around, of course, everybody is shopping, taking care of business, things like that. And so I happened to look up in the sky. Something kind of like caught my attention. And so I looked up in the sky and I could see some smoke off into the distance. And then when I looked again, I could see a mushroom cloud forming. And I began to say to the people, "Do you see that? Do you see that?" And they
Woo!
looked at me like, like what? We don't see anything. And they just kept on about
Those. um, the players are gonna come like a thief. Gonna slide up on America, man. Revelation 6 and 14. As you know, start 13. And it says, and the stars of heaven fell unto the earth, being the nuclear missiles, even as a fig tree casteth her untimely figs. So yeah, when I fall down, when she is shaken of a mighty wind, and these missiles are gonna fall down as well, man. They're gonna come crashing down. And it says, and the heaven departed as a scroll when it's rolled together. Basically going into a mushroom cloud. It says, and every mountain and island were moved out of their places. Yeah, and the reason why they moved is because of the explosion, man.
there every day. And I looked and I could see a huge mushroom cloud forming. I knew it was going to come my way. I took off running and I ran back into the store, ran all the way to the back, ran into one of the bathroom stalls and just kind of crouched down. And I waited a bit and and then I decided, go back outside. So I went back outside, and when I got back outside, I could not believe it. It looked like a great devastation that has just taken place. Something just been bombed, and I was like, oh my God, I can't believe it. Like one moment, everything was perfect, everything was fine, and the next moment, it was devastation everywhere.
And you see that reminds me of the book of Joel. Joel Joel 2 and 3. This is the fire devoured before them, going to the nuclear wars. according to the nuclear warheads that come out from the mouth or the head of the missile. It says, and behind them a flame burneth, which causes them to fly. The propulsion system. The land is as the Garden of Eden before them. So as like the woman said, it was lively. Those things still carrying on as normal. But as you said as well, she said it looked like devastation when she came back out. And let's continue reading. And behind them a desolate wilderness. That's exactly what these missiles are going to do. Yea, and nothing shall escape them. It's okay, man. I got a cold. Yeah, this is yeah, the lands of the garden even before them, the cipher, so sons of life, inhabitants, beauty, and behind them a desolate wilderness. Yea, and nothing shall escape them. So there we go as well. The woman said she ran into the toilet. I said that was gonna help. I guarantee there was nuclear radiation as well, man. So she would have died anyway. As it says, the appearance of them is as the appearance of horses, and as horsemen, so shall they run. And that's exactly the what it says as well in Revelation chapter 9 and verse 16 and verse 5. It says, "At the noise of chariots on the tops of mountains shall they leap," meaning these missiles are loud as hell, like the noise of a flame of fire that devours the stubble, and the strong people set in battle array. So it's going to look like an army charging towards America. So before their face the people shall be much pained, all faces shall gather blackness, going into shock, and they will be shocked when they see these missiles coming, man. As it says, they shall run like mighty men, they shall climb the wall like men of war, and the wall like men of war, or the wall being the defenses. So they're going to bypass the defenses. And says they shall march everyone on his ways, and they shall not break their ranks, meaning they're going to fly in the exact position the Lord told them to. And it says, neither shall one thrust another. And you see when another missile goes into another missile, that's not going to happen. It said they shall walk everyone in his path, and when they shall fall upon the sword, they shall not be wounded. Yeah, the anti-air defense missile systems, when they're coming to try and take them down, it's going to be too fast, and they won't be able to get them because obviously it's going to be too fast. And so they shall run to and fro in the city. So you're climbing upon places, the fire going everywhere. They shall run upon, they shall run upon the wall. They shall climb up upon the houses, and they shall enter in at the window like a thief. As the Lord said, man, he cometh like a thief in the night. And so these plagues, man, it's going to take people unaware, man. While people are gonna be unaware, it's just going to come upon them suddenly. That reminds me of another scripture, man. Second Thessalonians, not Second Thessalonians. What's it called, man? Or was it Second Thessalonians? Is it second? Not Second Thessalonians. No, it's definitely not that. It's Ecclesiasticus or Sirach. Where is it? There it is. Sirach. Is it verse 2? Or is it verse 5? It says Ecclesiasticus 5 and 7. It says, make no tyrant to turn to the Lord, and put not off from day to day. For suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth, and in thy security, meaning meaning when you feel safe, thou shalt be destroyed, and perish in the day of vengeance. And even then, in verse 3, man, it says, I say not, who shall control me from my works? For the Lord will surely revenge thy pride, and say not, I've sinned, and what harm hath happened unto me? For the Lord is long suffering, he will in no wise let thee go. And that's if you're not of his elect. Or should I say, if you're not an Israelite of his elect. It's as simple as that. They're the ones who are going to be pardoned from all these things. And in his eyes, they haven't done nothing wrong. In verse 5, it says, concerning propitiation, it says propitiation, be not without fear to add sin unto sin, going into iniquity, and say not, his mercy is great, he will be pacified for the multitude of my sins. For mercy and wrath come from him, and his indignation resteth upon sinners. So yeah, man, if you're not of the Lord's elect, then you're gonna be touched. Depending on what sins you've committed, you will be touched. I'm gonna say that now, you will be touched. The death angels are gonna be on your ass, man. To do evil. Ecclesiastes 8 and 11. It says, because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, therefore the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil. So yeah, because the Lord doesn't execute judgment swiftly and speedily, they think they can do whatever they want. But as the scripture said, the Lord is long suffering. It said, though a sinner do evil 100 times, and his days be prolonged, yet surely I know. Yet though a sinner do evil 100 times, and his days be prolonged, yet surely I know that it shall be well with them that fear the power, who is Yahweh, but Hashem Yahushai, which fear before him. But it shall not be well with the wicked, neither shall he prolong his days, which are as a shadow, meaning it's right behind him. If you look at the sun, see right now I got the light and the shadows right next to me. It's on the left hand side of me. So basically, the judgment's following you, man. So it says, it shall prolong his days which are as a shadow, because he feareth not before God, or the power, who is Yahweh, but Hashem Yahushua. No, I'm not gonna continue. It says there is a vanity which is done upon the earth, that there be judgment unto whom it happeneth according to the work of the wicked. Again, there be wicked men to whom it happeneth according to the work of the righteous. I said that this also is vanity. And yeah, to be honest, that's basically it, man. The Lord has these judgments set out, and they will come out when the Lord wants them to. And even then, and even then, there might be a person saying, "I haven't done anything in my past," but the Lord remembers, man. The Lord remembers. What's it called, man? Require which is past. Ecclesiastes 3:14. It says, "I know that whatsoever God doeth, it shall be forever. Nothing can be put to it, nor anything can be taken from it. And God doeth it, that men should fear before him. That which have been is now, and that which have been have already been, and God requireth that which is past." So yeah, the Lord cares about the sins that you've done before, man, especially in your last life, in this life, in all the lives that you've had. The Lord gonna care about it, and He will judge you for the things that you've done. It says that which have been is now, and that which is to be have already been, and God requires that which is past. And moreover, I saw under the sun the place of judgment, being the earth, that wickedness was there, and the place of righteousness, that iniquity was there. So yeah, this is just one of those ones. Man. There's righteousness and there's wickedness here, man. And even then, the righteousness comes from Yahweh, Bashim Shai. That's anything righteous that we do. It comes from the Lord, man. It's the Lord who kept us in that little path. But yeah, oh, this was edifying. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bashim Shai.